Hello, everybody. This is Rajab Nacha, technical product lead at Vardot. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install and configure the Behat UI module with your Drupal project using a web interactive command line. Let us show you the final result after you do all the configuration, installation, and run and things to make the Behat UI work in your Drupal site. So let's see, for example, this is a site which had Behat UI installed in it and configured using the command. So when people come and click run, could be a tester or could be a developer, the robot will run and execute the step definitions for the user in here. And at this point, an automated tester will be able to add more steps into the feature. For example, if we type and without space, control space, it will open all the list of suggested steps which tester could use. For example, save a screenshot, should be able to see something like that, and hit run, and that's it. You can see the step definition run. All that with which you can see all the list of step definitions with info, or if you click the available steps, it will be only the step definitions without anything. This is only Drupal. That's come from the list of settings within the configuration. You could go and do the installation and do all thing which you like, but you maybe miss piece and there, which most people are facing. Even though before they run, for example, if you click run in here as well, it will run and finish the job, running a test for everything inside the site. Yeah, like in this. At this point, I'm going to close this site, or let's go to the terminal. By going to the terminal, we can build. Let me grab a code which could help me. If you are going to plan testing, you may have a local test, for example, laptop or server. From there, you create your own testing folder like this. Inside it, you'll be able to do whatever you like. For example, let's build a basic composer, Drupal with basic composer. So composer, create project, Drupal recommended project, and Drupal 9. From there, I'm naming my project Drupal 9 test 1, same like we had before. And this is to make sure that it's working. So now the composer had the Drupal site built for us. After this, let's change directory inside the build project, cd Drupal 9 test 1, and let's us change the file mode. Change the file mode for all files and folders inside the folder. And from there, let's change the ownership for the folder as well. Let's add the password in here. and change the ownership, the sudo chown www data, and your user, and do that recursively to everything inside the site. From this point, we can run a command. Here and there, I'm going to show you. Let's close this tab. We do have a list of Vardot commands to set up Behat UI module for projects. From here, you can grab the Web Interactive command. It has got some steps which you may try to do manually. For example, in here, if you go inside Drupal, it will come and ask you for some inputs, and after that, it will do by itself some composer requirements, composer require, and it will require the Behat UI. It will bring up some folder and files and try to extract them and put them into the right place. Then it will configure a configuration for the Behat UI and then move it inside the same module. So when you install it, it will be already configured for your current location, for your current work. So let's grab the Web Interactive command and follow up with it and fill it with what we need. Let's go back to the command line. I'm inside the same folder, paste, and click enter. It will open and try to grab your information. So, what full local project path? This is my full local project path. Click enter. Project machine name. Okay, the project machine name I will keep it the same. Drupal 9 test 1. Okay. Uh, what is the site I'm going to test? It is this is the URL based on my local information. But I may try to change it to something better. For example, let's see. This is uh, this is actual the server or .dev.in. And I do have the my project inside the test folder, and the project is Drupal 9 test 1. And because it's only the recommended Drupal site, it will be inside the web folder because the public folder for it. So let's hit enter. It will ask us the command that you don't have a valid URL. It will ask us to add the HTTP, for example. Let's fill that back in and HTTP matcha.dev.in.vardot.com and paste Google 9 test 1 web. Yeah, accepted. Here we do have another default robot. For example, the Selenium host domain we do have here with us is this domain, and but I'm going to use another robot. Robot 7.dev.in.vardot.com, and the port will be 445 WD. Let's hit enter. Now the command had taken all the information and grabbing a zip file from somewhere from Bitbucket within the Vardot public repo for the default template in a Drupal. This will move the things inside, extract the information. Now we are grabbing the Drupal extension for Behat, the screenshots. Yeah, you can see the list of files which are placed like readme, behat, features. This the feature folder will go inside the project as well. Let's add the permission for that. I think that's it for the configuration. Now let's install the site. I would like to change the ownership and permission for files again. Yes. Sudo chmod 775 and do the www data. Let's change directory inside the web because I want to install the Drupal site with a drush for a quicker interactive. CD web. We are inside. Because we grabbed the drush within the same project, we can use drush like vendor drush. This does not need any external drush. It's internal within the installation because we required it. So site install standard, yes, and the site name Drupal site. The webmaster user is the default user. Password, let's have a D, and the email test, for example. And this is the information to connect to the MySQL database. User, password, localhost, test drive, and I'm selecting English language as the default installation. Click enter, and now the drush command is installing Drupal. From here, after the installation, this is Drupal basic standard profile. Yeah, that's it. Let's do change mode again and change ownership again as well. Drush CR. Now, at this point, let's go back to the browser. At this point, we have finished it. We have done that for Drupal. Let's open and the folder test. Drupal 9.1/web. Yes, this is the site. Let's look into the site. As we added web master, password is D. Let's enable the Behat UI. Behat UI module. Yeah. After enabling the Behat UI module, if you navigate to configurations, from there you can find the Behat UI module. Let's try create a test, for example. I think it's working. Let's hit full steps. Yeah, we can see the full steps. We can see the other things. Yes. Let's close it. Let's do a run. In the robot, it's another system around which you can visually see what is going on while you are developing. So let's check. Do we have the suggestion as well? And yes, so all the JavaScripts and the locations are working. So what's done in here? You can see the configuration. This is the exact location for the project. Where is the behat.yaml located in here? This is the location. And the command behat and the free text configuration, so we can use the free text configuration. The folder features, where is this folder? And the vendor and the reports inside features. Let's check that inside the code. I'll go back to the console and let's open the CD back. This is the project code. I'm opening VS Code. Let's grab it into this window. Yeah, this is the Drupal project. What I've done inside from the bash commands, it's went and added the Behat UI, the core div, Drupal extension, Drush, and the formatter for nice reporting and screenshots to see if there's something wrong or not with the screenshots while you testing. From there as well, we added a bin directory so we could run a direct bin Behat command for the site when we are inside the project. At this point, this is the Behat.html file, so it's all configured. This is the path for features, which this is the new folder which added beside the Behat.html file, and all this configuration. The one we added the site in from the command line, it's placed in here. The robot placed in this one. And what was the other thing is the local path, for example. Let's go inside features. Inside features, you can see the default feature, the one we played with. So within one point, if you try to edit and change and save, it may come and save all your testing features in this place. And you will be able to run them in there. So this is the report, which we can see it from the Drupal as well. The logs, if you had some errors, you could find the error logs in here. Assets, you could place your own images, medias, videos, and you could attach them inside your your testings. That's it for this video. Thanks a lot for all sponsoring of this module, Behat UI, the creators of the module, and the current supporters and developers. Thank you, and cheers, and bye bye.